Waiting till the room fills up. How's everybody? Can't see the comments as usual. YouTube's really naughty about this, so exactly. Waiting for the people to show up. I know you're there. I can see the numbers, but I can't see any of you yet. There you are. Hi, Carol. How are you? Hi, guys. Oh, my God. Iowa. Babes. Okay, babes. Toronto, Vegas. I love this every day. North Carolina. Super fun. I'm going to come visit all y'all's places in my van because I'm not getting on an airplane, but I can't leave the country. I've already been to Canada. Michigan. I've been to Michigan a lot too. Niagara Falls, a ton, a shit ton. Vermont, Arizona. Oh my God, Logan, you're too kind. Didn't make it into the shower today. Just slept with the makeup on and put it on again. You want to know how to have really good skin? Never wash your makeup off. Just keep applying it over and over and over again. I'll go to Vegas. Oh, Michael, of course. There you are. Oh my God, I miss you. Wait, I didn't even see you when you were in LA. Michael or Esther or both of them are excellent. I know I will come stay with you actually. But we don't have, we can't go anywhere though. Where are we going to go? Yeah, the last time I stayed with Michael in Vegas, he was my chaperone, right? Wait, I know you texted me and I'm like, oh shit, he's in town. I know you were staying. Of course, Michael used to live here. And I met him doing Politics is a Drag, because it is a fucking drag, okay? I met him doing, oh, that guy. Remember that guy? Okay, there was this like pitbull guy, politician, pundit on the show. And of course, I'm the psychic. And then they're the drag queens, right? So you got drag queens and you got a psychic. And then you got this like angry little man politician person. And he's like that. And he's like, oh yeah, believe the psychic. I was like, hey, buddy, watch it. So that's how I met Michael. We filmed in Hollywood at the W Hotel, or the W Hotel. We did that show. So that was actually really a good show. And there was, because Michael looks great as Esther. Super, super good. He's an old Jewish broad now in this life. Kind of. Anyway, so then when I went to Vegas, we were going to do another show, but then there were some weirdos on that. Let's see. I'm rebooting my YouTube because, oh God, good. You should be on YouTube. I want to see Susie's. I'm not going to say it out loud here. I'm totally sunburnt, y'all. I got a sunburn yesterday. I should have my little umbrella out. Now I got to like hide from, I have this weird, unusual sunburn. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Michael, you should watch his YouTube channel and redo it and have him come on because he talks about, he is an old Jewish broad. And he's also, he has better wigs and clothes than I have in a makeup room and jewelry than I ever dreamt of having. And yeah, he cleans up really nice. Better than I do when I slept in there. Yeah. Oh, there's Anthony from Toronto. How are you? My color, my black color, look at, wait, that's not the sunburn. I'm like totally sunburnt back here. It's insanity. Your birthday's on Mother's Day on the 9th. That's cool. Okay, so wait, why do I have unexplainable bruising? I'm sure you probably PMSing and low on iron, or the aliens are coming in at night and having their way with you. You know how they get. You know how those aliens get. Okay, didn't mean it. Wait, I don't even know what y'all are talking about. Yesterday was grieving Mother's Day. I don't even know what that is. I grieve every day, but I also am excited because I'm one step closer to getting off this planet. So every day I wake up, I know there's only so many more days I can be alive and get the hell off this planet. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so y'all, how are we liking Pluto retrograde? You need an alien. April needs an alien. Yeah. Oh, you mean to give you bruises? Now, April, you want a nice dinner before you get bruised up, I'm assuming. Not funny, but kind of. Okay. Hold on. Wait, what? Anthony, I saw you, Anthony from Toronto. Oh, no, you're saying hi to him. Oh, 1 month after your mom died. Yeah. Mother's Day is interesting. What about Jupiter? I don't think Jupiter, is Jupiter retrograde? Let's look. My camera is on my ephemeris right now, so I can't pull my... I did hear that little Billy Bitch Gates was getting divorced. I did hear that. Little Killy Gates and his wife. I mean, his wife. Well, he's a woman and she's a man. So them. They're getting divorced. But aren't they clones? Isn't that what people say? They're clones? Yeah. Oh, wait. Right before... Well, yeah, I just call him little Billy. Little Billy. Little bitch Billy wants to tell us what to do. Little Billy. Needs his ass kicked is what little Billy needs. He needs his ass kicked. I mean, okay, have you all heard about the shedding? I'm going to just say the shedding of the hair. But when you get the prick, right, in your arm, I mean, from your date, when you get a prick from your date in your arm, you know, they manhandle you and they prick you with a big prick, and it's not a good prick, that prick. Anyway, have you heard about the shedding, y'all? Have you heard about that? Exactly. Oh, James Brown, 5'3", I do remember when James Brown. Oh, Ashley, honey, how are you? Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, so you know about the shedding, right? The shedding of your hair. When you brush your hair, it sheds. I mean, when you get the prick, you shed. And so, yeah, exactly. Hair shedding, we're going to call it, because we don't want to get in trouble, because we're all in kindergarten and we got to watch ourselves, because how dare we speak up. New Jersey, right across from Toronto. Okay, so anyway, this shedding is a very interesting phenomenon to me, because apparently it happened with the polio, right? The shedding happened with the polio. So I guess those who got that ended up giving it to others who didn't. So technically, shouldn't we really be mad at them because they're killing us? I'm just asking a question. Yeah, kindergarten, prison. Actually, you know what? Free yourselves. Start speaking up and free yourselves. Free yourselves totally. Just start saying shit. It doesn't matter. What are they going to do? Shoot you? Go ahead, shoot me. Because I'll be happy to be off the planet. So once you do that, once you stop acting in fear, but you're going to have to give up stuff. I keep telling you guys this, and I'm still trying to look up my ephemeris here. But I'm so scattered. Anyway, well, yeah, of course we're slowly dying. We're born, and every day we live, we die. This is our death. This is actually a planet of death here. When we cross out of our bodies, we're truly free. But this place, I'm going to stick with I was kidnapped, and I need a little help sign and a little white flag so they can come back and get me. Like, I give up. I digress. Okay, so let's look what's in May. I don't think Jupiter no, Jupiter's not retrograde. We have Jupiter. See, we have Jupiter in June. We've got that conjunction in June. So June's the time frame, really. We've got Mercury going retrograde. Oh, we got Mercury going retrograde at the end of May. So May 29th at 24 degrees and 4 seconds. However, of course, it's got to be, yeah, it's got to be a little bit. So I'm going to say middle of May. I mean, it is what it is, right? Oh my God, stop. Don't offer me money. And if you're going to offer me money, $200 is nothing. It's a kick in the pants. It's a kick in the pants. And I'll just, you know, if I want something for $200 and you're going to make me choose between this and this, I'll just take what I want for $200. People are going to start doing that. Oh, your mother's in ICU. What's wrong with her, Amber? I don't know what's wrong with her. But yeah, we have Mercury retrograde. We have Jupiter. We have a conjunct. June is not a good month and December is not a good month. Okay. So just, I'm talking astrologically. Let me see exactly. So Mercury goes retrograde at 24 degrees, 41 seconds of Taurus. Remember, Uranus is in Taurus too. However, it's not at the same degree, which is good. I really seriously need glasses because I'm like, Anyway, Uranus, yeah, no, Uranus is like 11 degrees off, but we have Saturn, nope, not squaring. Let's see when that squaring aspect is. Oh my God, I can't stand it. June is just off the hook because Pluto keeps going retrograde all the way to October. Now, I got a bunch of flippin' hate mail. I'm going to say fucking hate mail from y'all, not you all. People texting me, you Scorpios out there. Thank you, June. Thank you so much. The Scorpios out there were texting me. They're like, ring, ring, ring. There's a text. They're like, hello, Sloan, usually you're really positive and you don't say mean things about Scorpios. Said the Scorpios only. Scorpios are like, we can't handle our negative side, your shadow side, not my problem. Remember, we had a full, and I'm going to say, I know everybody's, I don't care what you say about Leo. Say what you want. I still look good. So say what you want. We're still shiny, right? We have an ego. Of course, we have an ego. We're the part of the chart that is the ego development. So were they crying? Oh, no, they were yelling at me. I got so many comments. They're like, somebody actually Instagram me and they're like, your hatred of Scorpios. I'm like, listen, people, my whole family's got Scorpio in them all the way from childhood to now. My kid had Scorpio. Oh my God, please shut up. Okay, because it's Taurus season and I can go on a rant about Tauruses too. I can go on a rant about every sign, including my own. Oh, thanks, Stella. Stella. Okay, anyway, I'm crazy tonight, but seriously, you Scorpios out there, oh, Cancers, please, Jason, I can go after Cancers big time. Hello, Jason, if you're watching me. My number one son, oldest baby, I could talk about Cancers ad nauseum, okay? Ad nauseum. But here's the problem. The reason I was talking about Scorpio is, yeah, Scorpios have all those bad qualities. Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, a predominance of Scorpio, you know, a stellium in Scorpio, all of these things. Absolutely. It's a fucked up planet, fucked up energy. Pluto is. Scorpio. Okay, so that's why I was bringing up the Scorpio energy. Okay, Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising's mother dominated. Okay, so it means mother dominated, really. So you learned your tricks about manipulation through the mother energy. That's all that means. And when I use the word manipulation, they're like, we're not manipulative. I'm like, yeah, you are. Most human beings have manipulation qualities, but if you've got Scorpio in you, you know how to utilize energy under the undercurrent. That's, yeah, they are. Somebody says, they're like, I've been loyal, I'm married. I don't care what you say. Your rising sign could be different, whatever. Just shut up, Scorpios, about that. Because the reason I brought it up is Pluto in Scorpio in the second. So you're born around Jason's age. You're the 92 through, my son has a Leo sun, Scorpio rising. That's one big fat punch right there. Yeah, my Keithy had Leo rising with the Scorpio moon, showing his mother was, you know, a psycho, which is true. And he had Pluto with an outside conjunction to the moon, showing a mother that was either some kind of serious drug cartel or a psychic. So I guess I'll go for the psychic. I pray for you. It's usually, actually, it depends the person and what other things they have. But the reason I mentioned Scorpio, the full supermoon in Scorpio, the pink moon, because within 12 hours of that happening, Pluto, the ruling planet of Scorpio, was going backwards. And look what's happened since Pluto's gone backwards. There's all kinds of fuckery on the freeways, people shooting people on the freeways. Apparently, little Billy got, oh God, I don't have my other phone here. Little Billy had a problem because he's getting a divorce, but that's probably just a psyop, right? That's a psyop. Look, I'm moving around. I can't sit still anymore. Okay, shadow work. Little Billy Gates, little Killy Gates. You know who I'm talking about. That little Billy bitch boy with his little cardigans because he wants to look... Oh, like he's little psychiatrist Billy, right? Hips Gates. Yeah, well, your dad could have had something else that didn't affect the Scorpio. That's what I'm saying. There's the anomaly to Scorpio, but understand, you guys come in under the 8th house. The 8th house in the natural wheel of the Zodiac is Scorpios. Scorpio, sweater boy, I know, right? Sweater boy. Scorpio is the 8th house. Is he gay? Who? I think he's a chick, so that depends. I mean, his wife is a man and he's a woman, so they're not gay. They're just inverted. Is that gay? I mean, if you're Michael, where are you? Michael, if you are transgendered, are you gay if you date your same sex because you were a woman? See, I don't know. Maybe because I know like people are just gay or straight, whatever, but I guess all this other stuff could be confusing. I don't know. But anyway, Pluto went retrograde, and the level of retrograde with this Pluto is taking everything. It's that shitty Pluto in Capricorn. Double Taurus Cap Moon. That's interesting. The Cap Moon, your degree you got to watch because Pluto going retrograde is going from 26 backwards to 24 until October. So as I said in the last video, when the Scorpios came after me, like that, I had to block some people. I'm like, I'm blocking you. Like, shut up, okay? They always go, oh, you're a Leo. You have a big ego. Okay, fine. I'm not going to email you about it. Talk about a big ego. What are you emailing me for? Oh, and then this chick goes on my Instagram and she's like, should we report you for giving false information about Scorpio? And I'm like, are you sick in the head? Like, shut up. I was like, whatever. Anyway, oh, you lost your doggy. I'm sorry. She actually texted me that. She goes, are you like CNN? And I'm like, are you stupid? Do I look like I'm like CNN? Do I look like I'm a newscaster? Am I even a newscaster? Or am I just a crazy bitch with a YouTube channel? How about that? Whatever. Anyway, I had to block her. I was like, I'm blocking you because you're mentally ill, clearly. And I'm still going to talk about Scorpios if I want to. So that's why we're having a rant about Scorpios, because the Scorpios didn't want me talking about it. But if you're not going to talk about a sign in both its examples and understand that I'm not talking about you personally, then you have an over-identified ego with your sign. I don't care what sign I am what I am. So it is what I am, right? So yeah, anyway, exactly. My brother was a Scorpio. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Transgender. Can we talk about Caitlyn? I think Caitlyn will I might vote for Caitlyn. Thank you for the super chats, y'all. Thank you guys. I might actually, I don't vote, but if I were, I would, just to see that hilarity get. But the one thing that Caitlyn said, which I super like, is she said that men who are now identifying as women should not be playing in female sports. And you know why I agree with that? Yeah. Do you know why I agree with that? Because if you look at the size of a man, and men are stronger, I don't care how big or tall they are, they have their body chemistry and it's very, very, very strong. We're not built like that. So even if I'm a kick-ass athlete on a shit ton of steroids and I'm like winning medals and shit, the guy on the same amount of stuff dressed as a chick is probably going to beat me. That's all I'm saying, you know? So there you go. Exactly. So there you go. I'm just saying it's your body chemistry. I mean, if women were as strong as men, we'd be men. I hate to say it. Men are like the hunters. I mean, it's just prehistoric genetics or what we come into here. I mean, there's some men that aren't. I mean, there's some, you know, like Billy. Billy's probably not very strong. That's why he has money. He probably doesn't have a dick either. Oh, that's right. Because he's a girl. Anyway, he's a chick. Yeah. So I haven't done Beth Chapman yet. They have the Y chromosome. Okay. So yeah, Serena Williams and her sisters, and Billy has a strong wallet, but you know, a lot of these people with their money, I never have I cared what a man, I do not care what you have. I don't care. I either like you or I don't. I don't want drug addicts though. Like I could like you and you be a drug addict. I don't want to deal with you. You're an alcoholic. I don't want to deal with you. But what you have, why would I think I'm getting that if I'm dating you? I don't ever understand women who, you know, do that, who say I have to have a man with money and he has to have this. Why? It's not your money, right? Or a drunk or a snore. Yeah, no snoring. There can be no snore. Well, I don't care. I'll just go somewhere else. But AOC is an actress. Well, she's also a mental patient. So actually, is he an alien? I don't know. I don't know. What about pot smokers? I don't know. You know, if you're on pot, you're going to say stupid shit to me, like the teenagers who were all smoking pot when my kids were in school. Do you know how many of them I just wanted to like pull their tongues out of their head and go, shut up, because they're just stupid. And then they come home, and this actually happened in our house. They come home all high from the pot, which is, I guess, their business. But they all come in the kitchen and they cook and they forget to turn off the burner. Hello, turn the burner off. Turn the burner off. Just like turn the burner off, right? Yeah, I don't know. Queen Latifah. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, they do. They leave the burners on. You know how stoners are? You can do whatever you want. You can shoot up heroin. You can smoke weed. I don't care what you do. I just said, for me personally, I have personal belief system. I won't ever do that again. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. You can't fix them. You can't deal with them. It's called dementia. Oh, right. Okay. I know. Burners burning. right? Yeah, exactly. No, I know they always left the burners on. So I got this really bad OCD when my kids were teenagers. Like, I got to check the burners. I'd wake up at 4 a.m. I'm like, I better check the burners. But then they could come home at 5. And then if I leave the house at 5 and they leave the burners on, I mean, what the hell? I did a video on Mac Miller. Smoking pot has opened my mind. Smoking pot has opened your mind to my channel. Well, then you should probably click off here because, this is another thing. Look at this. I can't. Yeah, I didn't smoke much pot, but it's because it made me paranoid. So I was like, oh, hell no. Okay, so pay attention to any drug that ayahuasca, toad licking. I know The Handmaid's Tale makes me crazy. Okay. Bill Gates can date J-Lo. Okay. I just threw up in my mouth. Okay, yeah, no, this is my pajama top, actually. This is a pajama top with my other top that I sleep in with my pajama bra. I haven't even dressed this morning. This is it. You know how it is. Birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday. Yeah, no, my kids never cleaned their room. Well, one cleaned and one didn't. The angry one doesn't clean. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? Oh, I was going to say something. Who knows what I was going to say? Oh, yeah. Toad licking. Now, for people that lick toads, that's good. You can do that. The toads don't like it, though. Like, it's like abusive to the toads. So you licking toads to get high so you can become enlightened is actually abusive to toads. Remember that. Okay, and so toad licking troll. I know, right? Ayahuasca, anything you're taking to get more spiritual, I'm going to get more spiritual. You are either spiritual or you are not. And I really believe you're born with it. I don't think you can take mushrooms. It will take you on a journey. I don't deny this. But where are you going on this journey? And why do you have to get high to do it? Because remember, every time you get high, you open your body. I loved LSD. I've told you this. And it's government run. I loved it, okay? Seriously, I loved LSD. Told you, I got on a plane to LA high on LSD. Got off the plane, didn't know where the hell I was, but that's a whole other story. And here I am still. So yeah, wait, what? I will stick with my tea. So, I've got so much to tell you about that. Oh shit, I left the bag over there. I got to show you this. Do you want me to show you? I will show you. Hold on. I got to show you some stuff. Okay, so I'm always leaving set because, this isn't this isn't a real TV show, so we don't care about like consistency or staying. Anyway, I will tell you what I did. I made some tea to open up, more in a different way. Oh yeah, I'll tell you about my eyebrows first. So I'm not allowed to pencil them in, and they are kind of scaling off. This is the ombre eyebrows. And I had to go out, and so far I've been to a wedding and just out, and I like have to explain my eyebrows because I can see the color fading there. So I have to, in June, I'm going back in June, and they're redoing them. Not redoing them, filling them in. No, I didn't do microblading. I did ombre powder, because I just didn't want them cutting into my skin. I just can't. Yeah, I can't put pencil on them right now because the little dotted tattoo is fading off. Like it flakes off. It's like shedding. It sheds off, but you don't catch anything, okay? I'm too nuts for I'm never going to do LSD again. Toronto here, George Maple, actually. Okay, Toronto Maple Leafs. Got you. My dad used to work above, now I forget it. Anyway, where all the bands came into town. So my dad had the penthouse office right above that. Maple Leaf Gardens, duh. Yeah, so as a kid, I used to get to go up to his office and like watch the Santa Claus parade from his office. And then all the bands that came into town, my dad would go down and look at all the amp stuff and all the electrical stuff because that's what he loved to do. So he would do that. So that's the kind of shit that Toronto reminds me of. Anyway, having said that, look at this. This is fantastic. And it's not toad licking. It's tea. It's tea. It's purple. I met blue avians on LSD. I got really stuck in a, what do you call it? Marshmallow cookie. The cookie talked to me. I'll tell you a really crazy LSD story, okay? But look, This is blue lotus flower. So I've been drinking blue lotus tea I found one herb shop open in Los Angeles. I found one herb shop open because they closed down my herb shop in the valley. And you know, I'm always making my concoctions and stuff. So this week, Rascal and Kenna are coming over and we're putting together the clearing bath. So I'm teaching Rascal and Kenna and Lila how to make the healing baths, the clearing baths. So we're doing that. So I have everything lined up. So I had to get some more ingredients because you have to add stuff. Then I thought, I think I will drink the tea. Yeah, so the blue lotus tea actually just puts you up with your chakra, but after I started drinking it, it tastes like socks. Don't ask me what socks taste like, but if socks had a taste, it would be this tea. Anyway, see, it's the blue lotus tea, and so it was kind of cool because I found this one herbal shop, and so if you're in Los Angeles and you need herbs, it's called Wild Terra, so it's Terra. Like terracotta. Anyway, not like my sister Tara, but like terracotta. Okay, so anyway, it's called Blue Lotus. And then I mixed it with mugwort. Now, you know mugwort, when you put mugwort on you, you open up psychically. And I'm always afraid to drink. Do the ombre powder brows, not bras, but you have to wait like 6 weeks to redo it. And they tell you not to exercise for 14 days. And I blew that one up day 3. Because you don't want your salt sweat to come out, but I just kept tapping my brows as I was running. What planet am I on? Why am I this way? But, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I put the tea with mugwort and I was sipping it and I lit it crystal meth. No, I don't do crystal meth. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just not going to do it. Okay. I value my skin at this point in my life. Yeah, mugwort. So I started doing the mugwort and the blue lotus tea, and I was meditating because, of course, I'm trying to get into the dimension where Keith is, and I can feel him. Is Jackie here? I didn't see Jackie. If she is here, let's see, who's this? No, that's Stella, but where? I don't know. Mugwort. No, if you're pregnant, don't drink anything if you're pregnant. Just drink water and stay really safe because you have a baby and you don't want to risk anything. And definitely don't inject yourself with anything while you're pregnant because no. Yeah, no meth for me. Sorry, meth-free zone over here. Hi from Portland. Anyway, the blue lotus tea with the mugwort. So I started sipping on it. Mugwort, you know, wigs me out a bit because I'm always afraid that something will happen on mugwort, like I'll have an itchy throat or something. But I got an itchy throat from the chaga tea. Okay, so the mushroom tea, the chaga, is it chaga? Powdered tea that they sell. I kind of had that. So I'm drinking the blue lotus. Anyway, what I noticed with it, because I could feel Keith like he was around the corner and I was like in my sleep meditating or whatever. And I was like, all I have to do is get through that doorway, right? And I couldn't figure out how to do it in my head. So that's why I got the lotus tea and the mugwort and I'm just sipping on it, doing that. But what I notice is it's like I have little nerves coming out of my head because I'm super aware of everything that's around me. Like I have a heightened sense of that person's there, that person's there. So it's been happening and I just started that last week. I think I am right about Scorpios, but it's not like it's not written about in books long before I was born, okay? So Scorpio people, again, you just got me going right back. Scorpio people, again, don't text me and don't tell me it's negative when I describe your negative traits because we all have negative traits. We're not perfect. And if you don't like that, get the fuck off my channel. Fucking step off. Okay, don't do meth, bro. It's, yeah, don't. Do you drink the teas every day? Yeah, I drank them for 2 days and then I stopped because I'm just testing it to see. And I'm also going to put some oil on my third eye, whatever. I'm going to make some blue lotus oil. And I'm adding the blue lotus to some of my oils, the psychic oil I'm working on. But I have to test it first. So it's that I'm just testing. Yeah, no, I protect yourself first before you do that tea. I definitely protect myself. Protection all around. But what happens when you drink mugwort? You get super psychic. Mugwort throws me like seriously out of my body. But that's what I want because there's just a thin piece of like plastic between Keith and I really want that. They fixed my air conditioner today. That's right. We're going to go through the air conditioning on. I'm too hot. Air conditioning off. I'm too cold because it's blowing on me, but they fixed it. Anyway, yeah, so the Scorpios have great traits, but we're talking about it in reference to a retrograde Pluto. So as just turn on your local news from the retrograde Pluto and you will see the shootings, because when Pluto, Scorpio's ruling planet, goes retrograde, this is what happens. That was my point. So I don't like people like constructing the way I'm going to talk on my channel ever. So thank you for that. I mean, it's just the way I am. I don't like it. I don't like it. So wait, I didn't read that right. Anyway, so what I was going to say with the T is I just know I can get around the corner. It's like a tiny edge and I just have to pull the corner back. That's kind of what they're showing me, but I just don't know how to do it. It's really bugging me. I have a huge bag of mugwort. Can you give me advice on how to prepare the tea? I would look it up online. I just got a tea strainer and I put a teeny bit and poured it into the cup and had it like drain there. So I did that so it would just sit there and steep, and then I sipped it. Just put a little bit in. The mugwort, it's kind of like it's not a powder. It's kind of like mushed down a bit. So that's what I did. Anyway, yeah, that's what I did. But it's good. And oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So you know me, I like to shake my life up. So as usual, when I got this, I have Moldavite all the time. You know, Moldavite hides from you when you aren't ready for it, or like it just wants to flake on you. It takes off, right? So I always have my Moldavite necklace here with my, the hell is that? Garnet. It's little Moldavite and garnet, right there. When I put this on last December, you know, my whole life blew up because of Keithy and all. But before that, I had Moldavite. So I have this little guy of Moldavite, and he was always missing, going, hiding. I lose him for 6 months. I found him. I lost him again. I put him in my workout clothes. He disappeared, and he was on my table, or he fell on my table, and I didn't hear it. So then I decided to get this to really shake things up, because you know Moldavite works from the heart chakra up, right? Okay, so we need root chakra work, sacral chakra work. So I thought I would get another Tektite. This is my first piece, this one, and I've been wearing it in my bra since I got it last week. I was obsessed with this. It's very fucking expensive. Like they sell it, it's worse than cocaine. Not that I know what that costs, but seriously, they sell it by the gram. So it's like 10 bucks a gram, or no, Moldavite's 10 bucks a gram. This is like 8 bucks a gram. This is Libyan desert glass. So the only place you can get it in the world. And it is a Tektite, of which Moldavite is, but Moldavite is an elevated Tektite. They're all alien, foreign to the earth because they come out of the sky and they basically happen here. And so they've come from a different atmosphere. That's why I like it. It's alien. But Tektite is just like kind of a ugly, it looks like a piece of charcoal. No offense to the Tektite. So yeah, Tektite. Yeah, Tektite. Moldavite is an elevated, and there's a green color. I don't even know if you can see it because the light's not shining through, but it's super green. I mean, I know it looks, no, it's a beautiful olive green color. It's so pretty, as it is in the necklace right here, the little one. But this one is basically called gold Moldavite, if you want to look it up like this. And this, you know, yellow's like, I have this, since Keithy passed, I like yellow now. Anyway, this is kind of yellow, but it's a desert Libyan, I call it Liberian, Libyan, whatever, desert glass. The only place you can get it in the world is there. And so it is a Tektite. It forms there. Now, do I really believe them when they say that? They're like, oh, you know, like in Russia, Moldavite lands in Russia, right? So how does the Moldavite... I know, Lenny Kravitz, I know, he must come visit. He never calls, what can I tell you? Anyway, the Moldavite lands in Russia, right? Tektites are all found kind of in the Eastern European bloc. This one kind of in the Middle East. But this one, you know, your solar plexus, your root chakra, and your sacral. So if anybody tries to stick psychic shit in your body and put spores on you and stuff, the Czech Republic, you're right. This right here protects you. So I stuck it right in my bra like that. Oh, like that. I put it right there. And then I have my Moldavite in my pants. So basically I'm carrying rocks around me. Then the other one I've been carrying recently, because these two work with the heart chakra to open it up so I'm not such a cranky bitch. This is rose quartz. This is a bigger one. It's flat though, so I can, I put that in my bra too, along with the other one. So I was carrying those. And then I found this beautiful piece. Okay, I have so many crystals, like you can see. I can't put that in my bra or whatever. My obsidian, because the more hard it feels. I just okay, so anyway, I can't put the obsidian in my pocket because that would be cray cray. So then I was in the store buying the new Tektite, and I have a whole bowl full of Damberite, also a heart chakra, but connects to the crown chakra through the third eye up through the crown. Okay, so third eye crown. So you connect more to your spirit energy in a loving way, not in a, hostile way. Anyway, this is Damberite. It has a very light pinkish color. Can you guys see? Very light pinkish color. I can't stick this in my bra. This would be a bit itchy, but I have a little one. And so this one's been under my pillow, and I always add it with just a clear crystal quartz because it elevates the energy. Remember, clear crystal elevates any other rock that you put with it. So I absolutely, I keep asking Joan Rivers. Oh yeah, Joan Rivers, right? So this one's Damberite, and it's beautiful. I saw it. I try to walk by the cabinet. Like I try to walk by because my warehouse is out of Damberite. Try to walk by it. Oh, there's Michael. Everybody say hi to Michael. Esther Goldberg, AKA Esther Goldberg. That's right. Anyway, I tried to walk by it, but it was talking to me. So I went by 3 times talking to the little clerk, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore it. And then I actually spent money on another rock. I only spend money on rocks right here. So it's so beautiful. Damberite is so gorgeous. I have a Damberite necklace in there, but I just can't wear any more necklaces. So that's that. Then, this little one is called a Faden. Now it looks like a regular quartz crystal. This one's under my pillow because it's flat, but it is a Faden. And what it is it's the ridge lines of the crystals in the earth. So the ridge lines, right? So the big crystals under the earth. And thank you for that. Thank you so much. And so it's, a big crystal. So the crystals get cracks, fractures, right? So the fractures, okay, are called Fadens. They take those crystals along the fracture line, and that becomes a Faden, like a little fade. It's my friends. Anyway, look at it. Isn't this gorgeous? I love these. They just look like regular crystals because they're on the fault line of the crystal. Now, like Lumerian, but not like Lumerian, these are DNA restructures. So when you carry them with you or you sleep with them, right, they realign and alter the way that your body harnesses the energy through your DNA. So it alters it up higher. This one I just love. It's so cute. Crystals for pregnancy. Well, you probably want anything with the heart chakra. Honestly, you're going to have a baby. Your root chakra birthing, so you need grounding, or maybe not, to birth. I don't know. I'm trying to think about that. You want to be calm, so lapis. You want to ground in. If you have moldavite, you'll probably have a birth in 5 minutes, so I don't advise that because that would hurt like hell. So it depends what you want to do, because you want to open up the root chakra, sacral, in that area, the root especially, because that's your, your vagina, your womb, you're going to give birth. So you want to do that, but you want to ground yourself and feel safe. So lapis for your mind. Then I would get any heart chakra and any green crystal. So any kind of green crystal to harness, again, the heart chakra, but in a grounded way. And then I might actually use maybe green tourmaline. Tourmaline's grounding. Green will ground the the heart chakra, but you're giving birth. You could, bloodstone's beautiful too. You could use, it depends what you want to do with your birth. Like, what do you want to do with your birth? Rose quartz, rose quartz, tourmaline, pink tourmaline, absolutely. It depends what you want to do when you're birthing. So, opalite, anything like opalite and moonstone is interesting because this affects women's period cycles. So you might want to be careful with that on your cycle because it could make you more hematite and jasper, carnelian. I was going to say carnelian too, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, home birth, I mean, home birth is great. Home birth, you're in charge. Home birth, you can like pray and say everything and do it. You're like, you're in charge. Suge Knight, I don't think you should go to her birth. I'm sorry. Oh, he's a Taurus, right? He's a bastard Taurus. He's one of the negative Tauruses. I would do things to ground you. You probably want the birth to happen super quick. So you want it, I'm going to look it up here. Hold on. Because I'm not quite, oh, look at this. I'm trying to, do we have trolls? I'm sure we have trolls. Fuck the trolls, okay? I don't like the trolls. I don't care. The trolls can say what they want. Do I care what people think? Fuck them. Trolls are like losers with no life. I had to unplug. I always have to plug my phones in. I had to unplug my phone to plug in my other phone so I can look it up. Yeah, don't feed the trolls. Any trolls? Yeah, I'm sure they will be. I mean, you know, they'll probably come after me. You know what? Here's the thing. If you don't like what I'm saying, go away. Wait, my doctor had Ludacris playing while he was giving birth. Well, whatever works for him since he's the doctor, right? I'm like, yeah, well, no, the Scorpios get out of hand. You know, they are called assassins for a reason. You describe a Scorpio, you describe them as hitmen and assassins. I mean, I'm just fucking saying. I didn't give them that nickname. I mean, geez, right? And it depends on your rising and your moon, you know, like that, right? Whatever. And you can say anything you want about my sign. People are like, I had a Leo relative and they were a fucking asshole. I'm like, and? Am I your relative? Do I care? I don't care. Oh my God. Shungite. I have Shungite right here. Shungite will stop the psychic attacks while you're giving birth. Put a little well, Shungite. This is elite Shungite. But anyway, you know this is in my water. And I stole it out of Keith's water glass because I taught him to put it in his water to clear his energy. Anyway, Shungite is great. Yeah, Madonna's a bitch, Leo. So there you go. Shungite, thank you for that, John. Thank you. Wait, you asked me a question here. Let me see what it says. Oh, thank you so much. You can embrace your personal powers, John. Why couldn't you? Thank you for that. Both of you, super chatters right there. Why can't you, John? Of course you can. Just embrace them. Tell people to shut up. You can be who you want to be. I mean, I see everybody else in the world pushing their opinion on me, all of them, right? So nice. It is nice. I mean, you can be who you want to be. I go in a store and people are like, like this with the over your face, right? I mean, Sloan, I need advice on stripping. Okay, here's my advice. Okay, I'm going to go against everything I say. Okay, why do you need advice? You don't have to strip if you don't want to. Like no one's making you go up there. Okay, pick music you like. Here's my advice, if I remember correctly. Pick music you like, meaning like music you can get into, because it's a real kind of body thing, unless you can't dance, right? In which case, then your boobs or your ass are going to be your dance qualities. I love how strippers say, oh, it's a stripper troll. I'm going to give her stripper advice if she wants it. Fuck that. I'm going to do that. Anyway, no, I'll give her stripper advice. Okay, so if you can't dance, I love how strippers say, I'm a dancer and I'm going to college. Don't do that. Tell them the truth. No, not that kind of stripping. No, just like dance. Have your outfit designed. Like, what are you going to do on the first song, second song, third song? Depending on what kind of club. Are you topless or are you fucking naked? You don't have to grind on a pole. You can be a different kind of stripper. You can be any kind of stripper your personality wants to be, right? You can move your stomach muscles. That's what I used to do, is move my stomach muscles. Not like a belly dancer, but just my muscles when I had them. They're gone now, so we can't play that game anymore. After those babies, they're gone. Strippers are seen, yeah, well, they are. I don't know. I never thought I was 80s rock. Exactly. I never thought I was low class. I just was like, whatever. So you can do what you want, but this is the most important thing for strippers out there. I don't know if the DJs still, you can still put up your sets. Back in the day, we had to hand them our cassettes with our, for our first set, second set, all of that. Yeah, strippers do make more money than haters. A boom. But like I said, when I was back in the day, we didn't have to pay to work in the clubs. I was never going to pay to work in a club because if I'm going to get called a whore and I have to pay, like fuck that. No. Belly dancing's great too, right? No, seriously, back in the day. I'm not even going to say how far back in the day. When I quit stripping is when they started charging cuz I was 23. So when I quit 23 turning 24, when I quit, they started charging to work in the clubs, and I was like, no, you pay me to work in the clubs. Like, I couldn't compute with, why do I have to pay you? I'm always going to tip the DJ and I'm going to tip the bartender and all of that, but I'm not going to pay to walk in your club and strip. Like, I'm sorry, no. But I know they do that now because everybody wants to be a strippers, right? They want to be strippers. I wouldn't pay, but they do that in the clubs now. I'm telling you, that's what they do. But here's the best advice. You need to really befriend your DJ. Because he's also the light guy, usually. Anyway, so the guy that plays your music and does the set lights, you need to kiss that guy's ass, especially if you are PMSing or have cellulite, because that guy will either light you like he loves you and you're his girlfriend, or he will fuck you up and turn white lights on. You don't want white lights on when you're up there. You want your body looking good. That's a lighting thing, right? So you want to tip him really good. You want to be really polite. If he likes weed, buy him weed. If he likes, I don't know, if he likes your girlfriend, set him up. If he likes your husband, set him up. Do whatever you got to do to make the lighting right. I'm seriously telling you. That's the most important thing. So just really seriously be very nice to him, because lighting, they have all different kinds of covers on the lights, and the lighting actually does make a difference. I remember this one girl, I shouldn't even say this. It's so crazy because she really wasn't a dancer. But okay, when I was a kid, she was in Toronto. When I worked in Toronto, and she didn't believe in getting literally off her ass for her sets. So she went the opposite of everybody else. Okay. She barely spoke English. I can't remember where she came from, but she's super cute, rocking body, slamming body. She wouldn't dance. Okay. She literally would look at the guy and he would turn the lights up as bright, like you're in those awful changing rooms, right? Yeah, I don't think it's right to exploit women, but instead of saying that to me, you might as well talk to the clientele that goes in the clubs. I'm not the one that invented it. It's just from my past, okay? So I think if a woman chooses to earn a living the way the woman chooses to earn a living, regardless, it's her choice. So you saying to that, I don't know what to say. Anyway, anyhow, she would just turn those lights up, like those ugly, like change room lights that you go to put a bathing suit on and you're like, I'm gonna kill myself now because I just fucking put my I just put this on and I shouldn't be on planet Earth, right? Though I will never change in a change room. I won't do it. I'll take the clothes home, try them on, and then take them back and go 50 miles out of my way rather than just see myself in that mirror. Anyway, she would turn the lights up and she literally would just sit there in a very interesting position, like in the splits or something like this, and she would just sit there for all 3 songs. She didn't do anything, and she'd make faces like this. That's what she would do, and they loved her. She turned those lights up like crazy, okay? I don't know, just go in. She did. I swear to God, I was so confused. I was so young. I was like literally 14 at the time, and I was like, what is she doing? Of course, for a certain type of clientele, I guess that they like that. Yeah, she was smart. She didn't have to walk in her heels. You're right. She was smart. No heels, no taking the clothes off, no tripping drunk off the stage. Not that I did that. However, plenty did. Okay, so none of that, but she just did it. But this is my advice, seriously. Don't do drugs when you're stripping. Don't do weed. Don't do anything. Make your persona when you get on. Did she crawl? I don't know if she crawled. Like, it was just a front view for 3 songs. So like a set might last 11 minutes, 2 or 3 minute songs, 3 songs, right? Huge stage, spotlight on her, like a neon flashlight. And I was like, hi, Bobby, how are you? Yeah, she's running to the bank. Oh, she's running to the fucking bank laughing her ass off. She's laughing her, and I could never understand her because she didn't speak English. But I would look at her. She was really, really pretty too. I would look at her and I'm like, what is she doing? I was like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, I know, yeah, they all say they're putting themselves through college. That's what they tell men so that the men feel sorry for them and want to paternally take care of them like a daughter that they're looking at naked, just saying, okay, I'm over that. Anyway, that's what she did. But the most important thing is don't do the drugs in the clubs. Be smart. It's a business because your body is going to like, something's going to happen to it. And you can't strip till you're like probably 30, I would say. I know there's people over 30, but I'm just saying when you're hitting 30, you might want to think of doing something else and being something else, right? Anyway, because it's a visual business. However, also keep your body in as good a shape as you can keep. There's many different styles of dancers because many different people. Never tell anyone your real name. Yeah, that's a good one. Makeup, Bambi, Susie, what other ones? Barbie, you know, whatever, right? Name those names, right? Have an alter ego. Practice before you go in, like with your alter ego, like your ego person, this girl, the stripper girl, Diamond, that's a good one. Roxy, Diamond, whatever. Candy, Bambi, Crystal Meth, Crystal slash Mercedes, that's a good one. Name yourself after a city, okay? Pancake, ecstasy, BMW, exactly. Cardi B, right? Paris, there you go. Star, Delilah. Exactly. Now we're just going to come up with names. Gypsy Rose, exactly. Yeah, let's see. Can my stripper name be my real name? I did use my real name when I worked in Florida. I didn't care. I used my real first name. I never gave him a last name. So now everybody knows. But when I was in Florida, they used to introduce us, and because we had a house mom in Florida, whatever. Anyway, and they used to introduce us from where we were. So I was like, Sloan from Los Angeles. I finally gave up because I could never remember the fake names I was using. Oh, look at this, you guys, a public safety alert. Look, it's happening right here. Do you see this? Do you see this? If you want to get the prick, here you go. You already have a stripper name? Awesome. It's public service on all 3 of my different phones. Really? I didn't want that. Anyway, yeah, but one stripper name I had was Tiffany, and then I used Jessica. So I didn't really use stripper names, but I have an order name in Los Angeles that I'm never... Okay there, Kitty, you're hilarious. I have an order name. So when I go in and order food, I'm under a different name. So they know me. So when I walk into some restaurants, they call me by yet another name. Okay. Your stripper name was TJ. We got TJ the stripper here, and I bet you she was really cute. Well, whatever. Anyway, you're not going to do it your whole life. You know what I mean? Wait, they say to come up with your stripper name, use a street name in your undies. Yeah, that could work. Well, your daughter's name Delilah. She's not going to be a stripper. Okay. Ginger. Oh, you have order names too. We all have order names through law. I can't say my order name though, because I don't want to phone up. And first of all, a lot of people can't say my name if they speak a different language. They don't understand Sloan. So it's like I just have an easy name. So now I just order everywhere and just say who I am. But then eventually, if I know you, someone said Vax. Exactly. Oh, wait. Okay. My friend that passed had the stage name of Heavenly. Oh my God. Eggplant top. Okay. Wait, are you making a sex comment about my top? Because eggplant is our order name for vibrator. All right. So we've said that. I'm over it. Okay, so that's my, wait, Lexi Lawless sounds better. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, when somebody's going into the strip clubs, you try to eat properly. Remember your lighting person and your set person. Remember, if you pick a song that the girl before you picks, they're not going to play it again because they want you, so you got to mix it up. So if you and another chick like heavy metal, you can't do it like that. You got to do it a little bit different. So you know that. So, okay, that's my advice. That's all the advice I can give you. Don't ever audition for the manager alone either, because that leads to like kidnapping. I won't tell you how I know that, but that was a club in Florida and I was only 20. But anyway, if you go in a room with the manager and he keeps you as his private dancer, he's probably getting ready to prostitute you or kidnap you, take you across the border. So no, never leave alone. Yeah, don't leave alone at night. See, yeah, when I was in Toronto, it was like, whatever, you're going to go out the subway. No one's going to get you in it was like on the main street. So wasn't a problem. But yeah, I usually had someone walk me out. You will get stalkers and men that are obsessed with you and that kind of thing. So you just have to learn. Your awareness becomes heightened, and it's actually good experience. Yeah, no, I know because I was there. I had worked in that for 10 years. Well, 14 to almost 24, so 9 and a bit years. And very young. I was underage. As I said before, Tracy Lords got busted. When I moved to LA, they were busting Jim South, her manager, who was my manager at the time. And so the police came around and asked if I was of age and asked to see my ID and everything. Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, how else are you going to support yourself? I wasn't going to rob people. So, and they weren't like, look at this. I am just literally sunburnt like a crazy person. Um, Leo, I don't like Madonna. Neither do I. She bugs. Sunburnt. Okay. I love Leo, appreciate Leo King and his astrology. Great. Well, somebody likes Leos. I got a bunch of hate mail. They're like, you're a Leo. And I'm like, you're a Leo. So who cares? You can say the bad things about Leo. You want to know the bad things about Leo? I'll tell you the bad things about Leo. We are known for having an ego, and yes, we do. Okay. So we can also be, and people don't know this, the most depressed sign in the zodiac. Leo, and especially Leo rising, who's lost their sense of humor, will be undoubtedly probably a comedian and be one of the most depressed signs. So the depression runs rampant with Leo. Rampant. I can't help it if we're shiny and fun, okay? I can't help it. Is he actually a Leo, the Leo King? I don't even know if I'm assuming he is a Leo. I'm assuming, but he looks like a Taurus to me. So the Leo King looks like a Taurus, so he might be a Taurus rising or something. He really does. With that dark hair and the way that his face is shaped. So I just see Taurus when I see him. So other bad qualities of Leo is they can overinflate themselves. And, he is a Leo, okay. And unless it has something in it for them or their acknowledgement, they won't do it. So they can be considered quite selfish and childish. But they'll probably never backstab you. I mean, okay, Leo women and Leo men are different. Leo men can take on a lot of females or lovers, okay? And Leo women usually are the men in the relationships because they caretake. Think of your signs as they are with their symbology. So think of a lion in the jungle. The females do everything, and the Leo man, he waits for his ladies to come up, right? Oh, sure, we could backstab, sure. But we're not like, Scorpios are different. Scorpio's energy is literally about the undercurrent of energy, that which is not overt and obvious. Leo is the sun. None of you all live without the sun. So you're all going to hate me because I say that now. Don't be writing me those emails, okay? Don't fucking do it because I will send you back words you won't like. Anyway, the Leo is ruled by the sun, okay? Scorpio is the ground underneath the ground. It's what you don't see that goes underground, okay? That's the difference. The sun, nothing grows on Earth without the sun. The entire solar system is operated in astrology by the sun. So I'm sorry. Leo with Scorpio rising. Well, that's a squaring aspect. That gives you both the dark and the light, so to speak. It's not necessarily bad. Can't live without Leo. Yeah, I piss people off all the time. I piss them off all the time. He is a Leo, right? He's got something. He's either got Scorpio or Taurus. That's what I see when he speaks, but it's the dark hair I see. I something in the shape of his face just strikes me like that. But wait, I can't even see that. But anyway, Leo, remember, whether you're a Scorpio or a Leo, Scorpio sun, Leo sun, two different things. Scorpio moon, Leo moon, two different things. Scorpio rising, Leo rising, two different things. They're all different, so it depends. It's very different. Cancer rising or Leo for David. Okay. Something's in Taurus in there. I can believe the Cancer rising because of his teeth. He has a little space in his teeth. So I'm always looking at people's faces. Drives me crazy because I'm like, what am I seeing? So Scorpio Mars thoughts. Well, Scorpio Mars can be treacherous, okay, but it's very precise. It's observant. It's a detective. It's going to find out things, okay? So Scorpio is going to dig up the dirt. Somebody's in my bathroom. There's nobody in my bathroom. There's a spirit in the bathroom. I just heard it. Sometimes they don't want to come out. Like the energy gets really cold and then they don't want to come out and say, it's probably a dead Scorpio in the bathroom over there because I just heard it. But anyway, so Scorpio will find out the information. So they really are detectives. It's hard to pull the wool over their eyes. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Cancer's teeth have a very specific gait to them. I don't think it's Keith. It could be Keith it could be Keith in the bathroom. He's got to get out of the bathroom. Seriously. I had to move those shelves because when I tied them up, he kept knocking them down. It was ridiculous. Yeah, Leos are passionate. Sometimes we're stupid. Well, you know, here's where we're stupid. I'll tell you the biggest flaw of Leo, in my opinion, is loyalty. Leo is loyal to a fault, and it's one of the worst characteristics a human being can have, in my opinion. Okay, so don't fucking write me those emails for the 50th time, because if you are overly loyal about Scorpio Venus is entirely different than the others, right? He's looking for the shelves to knock down. Next, you're going to see the hair dryer he gave me when he worked at that company. Yeah, we're fun to party with because we're fun. We are fun. Loyal, yeah, loyal. No, loyal. Leos are loyal if they're in a relationship, if they're that, but they're loyal to the point of being abused and abused and abused. In other words, they will not leave because Leo, okay, like Scorpio is learning about the energy underneath, Leo is learning the first part of the creative ego. So they're coming, remember, everything in a chart is coming from the sign prior. It's coming from the sign preceding it. So when you have Aries, the first house of the natural wheel of the zodiac, you have the beginning of a new karmic cycle in the chart. So an Aries sun, moon, or rising, okay, sun, moon, or rising, Aries sun, moon, or rising, is going to be starting a new life cycle. So in other words, they are born ending a cycle, and then Capricorns are rude. No, they just can't be bothered with you, Capricorns. But just keep in mind, Aries is learning a new cycle. So they are always the ones in their family to go in a completely different direction than the rest of them, no matter what. So from Aries, you then get Taurus, which we're in Taurus season right now. So female in your bathroom about to head to the kitchen. Aren't we always going for the kitchen? Exactly. So Taurus is the first part of the belief system development, okay? The very first part of like, what do you believe in this world? So you're starting a new cycle. And then you come into the Taurus energy from Aries. And so then it's like, what are your belief systems in this new cycle? Are you shedding the old belief systems, or are you bringing these new belief systems around? Then you have your Geminis, your rascal pants Geminis, okay? I call them that because Lila's a Gemini. So, and I can tell you this, my most hated sign, don't hate for me, was Gemini. Dislike them immensely. Not so much Gemini men, but especially the Gemini women, till I met Lila. When I met Lila, I was like, oh my God, no, I got to change my opinion about the sign. So because of Lila, I am now a connoisseur of Geminis. So we can all thank Lila for that. So I had to get an open, because that's the sign I clashed with the most, was the Geminis. No, seriously. So once Baby Pants was born, I was like, okay, you know, what am I? And the only other family member I had that was a Gemini was born on Rascal's birthday. So June 17th. Anyway, Gemini is the very first part. I hate Gemini men because they're crazy. I can have fun with Gemini men. I mean, you can be all over the place, here, there, everywhere. But yeah, I don't know that I'd want to date one because they're just annoying. Yeah, until she's a teenager. She's going to be 10. She just told me tonight she's double digits, which she will be coming up. So, No sign is all bad. That's not what I'm saying, y'all. Everybody goes, not everybody's like that. Am I talking about everybody? No, I'm telling you positive and negative. I'm not talking about you guys personally. Don't take anything I say personally. It's just information. Listen to it. Tell me to fuck off. Get off the channel. Whatever. Lila's a Virgo rising. She's got both sides of the mind. So Gemini is the very first creative part of the intellect. So the third house in the natural wheel of the Zodiac is that which you learn. There's a thirst for knowledge. I want to learn this. I want to learn that. So there's no focus learning. It's let's consume as much as we can consume, as quickly as we can consume it in our immediate environment. Okay. No woke people. I know, no whiny pansies on this channel. Stop with your whining. I don't care. So Gemini is learning everything in their immediate environment. So they are two-faced backstabbers, someone said. They can be, absolutely. So from Gemini, you then go to the Cancer energy. Cancer is the nesting. It is the part of the night because Cancer occupies the middle of the night in the chart, okay? So it is the part of the chart where you go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning or you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you are analyzing privately in the dark in your own mind the things that you need to do snoring, the things that you need to do to change in your own life. So it's very contemplative and you are nesting both on a subconscious level and literally in your home. So are you going to have babies? How are you going to make your home? How are you going to live in your home? Right? That's the Cancer energy. Cancers are so crabby. Cancers are one of my favorite signs, and Cancers are also one of my least liked signs. So I go between them because Cancers, most of my best friends have been Cancers or Sages, actually, in a lot of Aries too, a lot of fire signs. But Cancers, they can be very, very giving and very, very controlling. It just depends. And it can be one of the signs. Cancers aren't going to like this, but you Cancers all know you are hoarders. You are fucking hoarders, okay? You will hoard everything. Bobby's a Cancer. Bobby, pipe up here. Bobby's a Cancer like my Jace. Bobby wants to cook. She sends food through the mail to me so that I can eat. And her food is delicious, by the way. But Cancers, they will do anything that's nurturing and also controlling nurturing. But that's the very first essence of it in a chart. So I want you to look in charts because, I'm starting my astrology classes. Anyway, I say this all the time, got to film them. So when it comes June time and I have no more readings scheduled, I'll open my calendar back up in August, but I'm going to start filming the videos in June because I can't do both. Anyway, so I want you to start looking at the first 4 signs of the chart, first, second, third, fourth house, the next 4 signs, and then the next 4 signs. And I want you to look at them as a group of development in that way. So when you go from Cancer to Leo, Leo is the first expression of the creative ego. Also, the child house. So the child house, that's an expression of creation. You're creating a human. So it goes from that. Okay, so Leo goes from that. So when you're developing an ego, you're going to be a little bit obnoxious. However, the 5th house, right, of the natural wheel of the Zodiac. Yes, Cancer's hoard. They love shit like that. Sloan, worst match signs. You can't say because you actually have to know somebody's sun, moon, and rising. I mean, I don't know. There's a good square to your sign and a bad square. 3 boyfriends. Oh, August 15th. That's my birthday. Yes, it is. Apparently also Julia Man-Child's birthday with her man hands. Okay, I'm not allowed to say that. I got hate mail for that too. Don't tell me Julia Child is a woman. Just stop with that. Okay, so let's see. No particular sign. That's right, because you actually have to do a synastry chart. And anyway, here's what I'm going to say to you. Anybody who's married somebody and gotten a divorce, that's not a, oh God, my back. I just tweaked my back. I just went, oh my God, my back again. Anyway, there are if you marry a sign and then you divorce that sign, you could say that's the worst sign, right, Bobby? Like, seriously, how is that woman a chick? She's no chick with that voice. No. Inversion. Inversion, right? I'm going to tell you the most psychic sign, and then you're going to give me more hate mail. Okay. Anyway, Leo's the first part of the creative expression. So Leo people have to create something, whether they make doilies, whether they make music, whether they do psychic work, whether they cook, whether they design clothes. Like Estelle, Jana knows because it's Jana's little Leo. See, Jana's a Scorpio who I love. Okay. And her daughter is a Leo. Wait, what was Estelle's dad? Wasn't he a Capricorn, Jana, if she's on here? I think he was. Anyway, Estelle is Leo. So she creates and has a clothing line and a makeup company. And this is how she creates. So this is my point. Exactly. Okay, so moving on from that, we go to Virgo. All right. So Virgo is the focus, the sixth house of the natural wheel of the zodiac is the focused mental energy. So all of the 5 signs prior, okay, the new cycle, the belief system, the communication and knowledge and learning. And then you've got the self-reflection. And then I know Estelle is fantastic. I love Estelle's makeup. I just love Estelle. That's all. And her dad was an astrologer. So, how can you not love her? And, her mom married an astrologer. So how can you not love Jana, who's a Scorpio, and she didn't write me hate mail? Exactly. Estelle is real beautiful. I don't have my picture of Estelle out tonight because I'm using my phone with Estelle's picture. Estelle is a Leo. Exactly. It's the first part of creation. So when you get to Virgo, the 6th house, okay, you're taking all of the signs prior. This is how a chart works. And the focused energy goes into the Virgo person. So when we incarnate in these different signs, we have learned the signs before them, and we're taking all that information and putting it into this. I know Estelle is really stunning. It's good genes. Estelle is Estelle. I think Mark's a Leo too. Her partner. I think Mark's a Leo as well. Yeah. And then Walter, I don't know. Can't remember. Oh, no, I do remember. I digress. And Aries. Fire, fire, and fire. It's all fire. Okay, so fire. And then there's the Scorpio mama, who I love. So don't say I hate Scorpios, because I don't. Okay, so anyway, moving on. So Virgo focuses the energy intellectually. So it's the focus. So these are your scientists, your people who focus on one thing, your astrologers, getting onto the most psychic sign. Virgo. Don't yell at me, Pisces. If you were sober, you'd be psychic, but you can't always stay sober. Thank you for that. Oh my God. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you, guys. Who's this one from? I have to always look. Thank you, Teresa. Wait, from Lena and Teresa. Oh no, you will love my mom. She's a triple Gemini. Pisces sun, Gemini ascendant. Hi, Lila from Lena. Oh my God, so cute. I would love your mom though. I don't hate anybody I meet. I mean, I really don't. But secretly underneath, if you go to the dark side of your sign, I'm just going to be like, wow, dark side of the sign. Okay. Oh my God, your sister passed away. I'm so sorry. What did she pass from? Tell me. Somebody's like Virgo, 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 Virgo. I'm sorry your sister passed. Okay. So Virgo, focuses the energy. The reason it's the most psychic sign is because it has an understanding of the intellect. Remember, Mercury has 2 signs that it rules. Gemini, the immediate earthbound environment in front of us. That's all the things that we know that are tangible on the earth. Virgo is the focused higher part of the mind, okay? Thank you for that. Thank you. And Princess the dog. I love when you guys tell me your pet names. Princess is a dog and a pet. Anyway, Virgo can access the higher quadrant of the mind and bring the information down in a logical, earthbound, grounded way. Pisces are super psychic. Pisces, when they are psychic, also can abuse drugs and alcohol. And so it's very hard for them to focus. As I said, for the many years, I have done my job since I'm 17 doing readings. The people that do it professionally have Virgo in their chart. Sun, moon, or rising, okay, because it's the 6th house in opposition to the 12th. And it pulls it from the 12th into the 6th where it's presentable on Earth. That's how it works. Every sign can be psychic. I've met tons of signs that are psychic. It doesn't have to be that, but I'm just saying professional psychics tend to work with Virgo in their chart. That's all. Okay, so from Virgo, we go to Libra. Thank you for that. Oh, happy birthday on May 2nd. Wait, let's see who this was. I cannot see who that was. Okay, that's Tia. Tia, happy birthday, May 2nd from Florida. Mwah. Love the Everglades out there. You guys know I love that. One of my favorite places. Bobby, thank you, and Kato. I know that's from Kato the cat, in case, and who looks like a leopard. And Bobby looks like a lioness. Because Bobby got that Leo, she got Leo rising there. So she looks like a lion with her hair. Then her kitty looks like a leopard. That's Kato. And I don't know what Kato's birthday is. Gotta be a fire sign. I know, Everglades is so beautiful. It's scary and beautiful, and it's below sea level. So when the last time I was actually in the Everglades was during the hurricane. And I got videos of Jason videoing the crocodiles, alligators, whatever they are, coming out onto the road. I told him to stand up on the back of the bumper of the car. Hello, Jason. Get on the bumper of the car. Don't go too close. Don't go too close. Right? I'm moving. Oh, somebody's moving to California. You want some advice? Let's look at this. Thank you for that, you guys. I'm trying to open this. Thank you, retired Sergeant Melinda. Oh, how cute. Retired Sergeant Melinda, which means she's enjoying her life now. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Leo women. Yeah, we are ridiculous if that's what you were saying. All the fire signs are. I don't care. Say whatever you want about Leos. I can look in the mirror. I know who I am. I can see my face. I can see who I am. Okay. Oh, Grayson, how cute. 519, a Taurus. Little Tauruses. So I'm going to go through the Zodiac, then I'm going to talk about Taurus because it's, oh, moving to California. Wait, before I tell you that, if you're moving to California, I don't know what the advice is. I have no advice. Just you're set on moving, so just move and enjoy it. If you don't like where you are, move again. Just find the mountains, find the people. Don't worry about anything. I'm sure you'll do fine. Everybody who comes here, I guess, is supposed to be here, I think. So from Virgo, we go to the 7th house of Libra. Libra is the first part of the outer expression and communication, meaning the world around us. How do we communicate with other people? How do we communicate with work people, marriage people, children people, all kinds of people? How do we communicate? How do we balance what we've learned and what these people have learned, and how do we meet in the middle is actually Libra. Okay, so from Libra being in the balance, understand Libra also is twofold because the Libra rules, Venus rules Libra and Taurus. So Libra is the higher octave of the love energy, which is why it represents what we would consider long-term partnerships and marriages. Also higher versions of art. Whereas Taurus season we're in right now, also, oh, you're turning 30 on May 28th. Don't cry because you're 30. Embrace 30. 30 is awesome. Beautiful. 30 is beautiful. Don't let society tell you you're old. You're either old or you're dead. That's about it. In which case, I wish I wasn't getting older because I would prefer to be dead. But you guys might like to be alive. So 30 is super young. I can't wait to get off this planet and explore. That's what I want to say. 30 is fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? I know, right? I think we choose a time frame to come in with. Yes, I really believe we do. Turning 60 on May 5th. Ooh, you got a birthday, Linda. Cool. 50 on May 11th, the big 5-0. That's a fun one. Yeah, the big 5-0. That's fun. After your 20s. Yeah, well, no, my 20s were, I don't know. I had Jason and I had Keith just before I turned 30. And then my life went to shit. Not because of Keith, but because of that whole scenario that happened after. So Libras, yeah, Libras are always beautiful, even when they're not beautiful, because Libra is ruled by Venus. But Venus has a lower energy and a higher octave, okay? So the higher octave is the 7th house, where you place your marriages, your partnerships that are outside your immediate environment with the public. So it's the first kind of expression that we have when we move into the public. Then you go to Scorpio in the 8th, okay? I've already explained Scorpio. I'm not going to get yelled at again. But the 8th house is, okay, basically sex, death, and other people's money. So your belief system in as far as it's the foundation through other people, right? In the 8th house. And the energies that go underneath mediumship, dead people, all your people that have a connection to funeral homes, work. Oh, no, Scorpios are psychic, of course. Yeah, of course, they're psychic, and they're also female in the way that they view things and process them. But it's the undercurrent that we don't see. It's all of those things that are not presented publicly, right? 54 on June 1st. There you go. 35 on 8/21. There you go. Awesome. My 20s were nuts. But anyway, Scorpio is the undercurrent. Sex, death, and taxes, basically other people's money. Everything that encompasses that. Any which way you have sex. Do you have sex committed, or do you have sex with other people's partners, or do you work for sex and money and that kind of thing? That's all Scorpio. Sorry, don't come hating. Then from the 8th house, you go to the 9th, okay? Okay, you go to the 9th house. The 9th house, obviously, is in opposition to the 3rd house. It is 6 months across. Gemini, Sag. The natural wheel, the 9th house, represents higher learning and knowledge, okay? So knowledge comes from all kinds of things. This world, philosophy, spiritual world, all kinds of higher learning. So your colleges and universities, all right? I love Sages. I love them because Keithy was a Sag, so I love them. I just, I have an affinity. And little boys with glasses, I love. Can't help it. Sorry, true story. If you're a kid with glasses, I'll probably give you a kiss. My baby girl Taurus will be 28th. She is a true bull and my hero. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa's daughter will be turning 28. 28. I remember being 28. So Sagittarius, I actually look in a person's chart when they die to see what's being aspected by Jupiter, what Jupiter is doing in their chart from the 9th house, the ruling planet of the 9th house, taking you into another world, right? So Sag risings are fun. All my running buddies got Sag. I mean, Sag and Aries, I run with a lot. Some Leos, Sag, Aries, they've all got it because they just love physical. So Sag is about the things that you learn in the higher octaves in the world, okay? So the higher, oh, you got a stellium in Sag. Absolutely love it. Loves it. Love it. So from Sag, we go to the 10th house of Capricorn. So this is the parental axis from the 4th Cancer to the opposite Capricorn. Capricorn's where we take all the other 9 houses, Sag, where we take all the other, Sag sounds like Vag and Vax. Okay, there. Sorry, I'll stop. Anyway, the 10th house is the higher octave of work. It is it is basically the calling of what you are here to do. So what is your purpose in life? What are you here to do in this life? So that is the 9th house. I mean, the 10th house. The hell am I saying? The 10th house. It's your career house, but because it comes on the parental axis, the foundational axis, okay? It comes through in a way. How is your ego working to push you in the direction of your soul path or soul goals? So the 10th house will tell you a lot about that. From the 10th house, we go to the 11th house. The 11th house is all of those things that I've got itchy right here. Oh my God, someone's chatting in my ear. The 11th house is all of those things. Thank you so much for that. 5 years breast cancer free. Boom. Yeah, you don't have to get cancer again, ever. You're free now, so let it go. That's awesome. And thank you so much, all of you, for the super chats. That is amazing. Breast cancer free. Does not need to have it anymore. Okay, so from the 10th house, we go to the 11th house. What is it you want to do? Do you want to own a restaurant? Do you want to be a stripper? Do you want to get married? What kind of goals and dreams? So it's taking all of your earthbound knowledge, moving it up into the realm of exploring and being kind of fluid in your thinking about what you want to do. Like maybe you've been an accountant for 20 years and you're like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't like it, right? So what are you going to do? The 11th house will tell you what you're going to do. So from the 11th house, okay, and it's also representative, obviously, of your friends. And actually, a loaded 11th house, and sometimes Saturn in the 11th house will imply that you don't know what your own goals are, but you have an idea of what your friends should do on a soul level. So it's also a very intuitive house. Why are so many estranged adult children now? I don't know. They're weird, right? I don't know. I don't know. And from the 11th house, you get to the house of Pisces, the 12th house in the natural rule. Actually, Uranus and Saturn used to rule Capricorn until Uranus came around. I mean, Uranus, Jesus. Aquarius and Capricorn used to rule Saturn. It was co-ruled. And then we have Uranus, okay? Anyway, the 12th house is Pisces. Pisces is one of the most manipulative signs in the zodiac. That's for real. Very, very manipulative. So Pisces encompasses all of the energy that's happened before it in all 11 signs. So Pisces this is why they have a hard time with the psychic. They go in and out of every expression. So they could be Taurus-like, they could be Leo-like, they could be Scorpio, they could be Gemini, in and out, in and out. So it's very, very hard for them, okay? And it is one of the most manipulative signs because it has the power undercurrent of every single other sign that came along before it. Very hard for them. It's a hard life when you're a Pisces. Pisces anything. Sun, moon, rising, stellium in Pisces. Whatever it is, it's very difficult. Okay, look, my eyes are getting super red from my makeup. All right. Having said that, no one cares. Okay, so then that's me and we can channel different characters. Exactly. I know the fish, they swim like this with all the energy. So it's Taurus seasons. Briefly, we're going to talk about Taurus season. Yeah, Saturn in Pisces is my generation, and that's a hard one. Yeah, we're responsible for all this crazy OCD about health. Uranus and Pluto conjunct in Virgo. That's what you're seeing exhibited right here in our world. Okay, so Taurus season. Taurus season is about kind of restructuring your goals in like what are your goals right now? What are your beliefs? What are you going to put into building mode? So what are you building right now, okay, in order to achieve your goals? What are you building? So Taurus time frame is a time to build. What do you plan to do? What kind of money do you want to make? What are you going to do to make that money? How are you setting it up? What foundation do you start with? Do you believe in what you're doing anymore? Do you want to change it? How does it work? That kind of thing. So that's the beginning of the Taurus energy. That's what Taurus is here to do. On, off, click, click. So you are building during the Taurus month. Now, depending on your sign, okay, because when we look at a chart, we put, in order to read the transits, what you do, I know I'm just jumping all over the place here. In order to read the transits, what you do is you put your sun on the ascendant. So like if you're a Leo, Taurus is going to hit up in your 10th house. So you put your sun on the ascendant and that will tell you what's being affected right now by, if you're Taurus rising, it's you that's being affected. It's in your first house. Taurus moons are being affected because the sun's on their moon. So Venus in Taurus, you're being affected. But keep in mind, the degree is very important because we have approximately, I think we're at, let me look it up, 11 degrees. Uranus is in Taurus. Yep, 12 degrees. No, that's June. Pardon me. It's like 11 degrees. So no, yes, it's 11 degrees right now. We're in the first part. Uranus is at 10 degrees going into 11 degrees of Taurus. So if you have planets at that, planets in Scorpio, planets in Aquarius, planets in Leo, you're going to be affected. But the Taurus time frame. Now, here's the thing with Taurus. Tauruses be getting mad at me. Tauruses are ruled by Venus. Taurus is when they like something. Sex, chocolate, other people's cars, money, doesn't matter. They will overindulge in it in any which way they can. So if they like chocolate and sex and fine material, you'll find them wearing a whatever silk top, eating chocolate and fucking somebody. That's what Tauruses do, okay? Tauruses are going to do only what they feel like doing. That you're not mad at me, thank God. See, Tauruses don't get mad, just Scorpios. But that's Taurus. Taurus, I mean, if they like something, they're sensual and tactile. It's because they're builders. So they got to know what it feels like. They want to touch it. They want to feel it. They want to fuck it. They want to eat it. Whatever it is, that's Taurus. That's the truth. That's what they want to do. So they want to feel it. They have, yeah, bin or overindulgence. Yeah, that's, they do. So that's just the way it is. Men with Mars and Taurus are just going to do what they want to do. Moon in Taurus is going to just basically focus emotionally on what they like. Sensualists, yeah, that's the only way I can word it. I'm just being blunt because that's how I am. But yeah, that's how they are. Taurus rising is much different, okay? Taurus rising is much different than a Taurus moon. Taurus moon is very, if you have a Taurus moon, it means your mother, because the moon is the mother, your mother was very traditional mother, the way that a mother should be, okay, very traditional. The mother was like, would work and bake cookies and make sure you were taken care of, unless it's aspected by some other planet. But they are tactile and sensual. That's what I'm saying. So whatever it is they want to do, they're like, and if they like you, they're going to be on your back 24/7. You got it? That's what they do. Yeah, Tauruses, exactly. They like whatever they like, they just like it. They will continue to do it and they like it. So that's very much how Taurus is. Yeah, they're very sensual, they make actually, oh God, I'm going to piss the Scorpios off again. Tauruses make really good lovers, okay? Because if they're with you, they're into it. Yeah, I said it. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad. Capricorn moon and Scorpio sun. Well, you're quite the little executive, aren't you? Capricorn moon, Scorpio sun. Ah, that's a boss. That's a boss right there. Yeah, Taurus is just, it's interesting. Plus, Taurus is always building. In order to get here, I've got to do this and this and this. Taurus in love with a Scorpio, that's your opposition, Taurus and Scorpio. People pleaser, could very well be. Very good at cooking, very good at all of these kinds of things too, right? What about Taurus North Node? Oh, I am a Taurus North Node by birth. I have to keep moving. I can never sit still. I just move around in these videos. I'm like, I've got to get up and walk away. Okay, Taurus North Node is interesting because in this lifetime, Taurus North Node will not get inheritances, will not get other people's money, they'll be born with money and around money, but not necessarily money giving it to them. They could be disinherited because the goal for a Taurus North Node, for those of you that don't know what a North Node is, your North Node is where you're going to in this lifetime, and your South Node is where you come from. So all Taurus North Nodes have a Scorpio South Node. Taurus North Node is building their financial self-sufficiency in this life. So they are learning how to do for themselves in this life. So the sun will be aspecting your North Node. And depending on where it's placed in your chart, first, second, third, fourth, all the way around the wheel, then you're going to know where it's being aspected. What house is your North Node in? So there you go. That's what it means. All right, that's it. Okay, so now I've got to make sure I keep an eye on the time because I got stuff to do, but let's all try something this week if we're not all crazy. So what are we going to try this week? We're going to try to tell people what we really think. We're not going to be scared to say at our work, I don't want to do this, or I want to do this. We're not going to be scared to say that. And if somebody says to you, you can't do this, or you shouldn't do this because you may harm these people, you need to say to them, I have an immune system. This is my physical body. I make choices for myself. My opinion counts as much as your opinion. You take care of your health and I'll take care of my health. Peace. And then you need to like book away from them. And when they say you're not going to be able to work unless you do whatever it is they're suggesting you do, you say to them, says whom? You have a right to tell me what I should ingest? I don't think so. I have my opinion. I'm entitled to it, and I'm sticking to it. I just think we have to get used to saying it. That's what I think. Oh, it closed because I'm running out of battery again over here. So that's what I think. Wait, they're making me get a TB shot for work. Yeah, they do that. Oh, the TB, you probably work with the homeless or something, right? A Libra in the UK. How very nice. Yeah, they say that, but I think it's going to come down to where we really have to take action. And so if I see somebody beating their girlfriend out on the street or their wife, I'm like, hey, don't do that. I will step in. If I see somebody driving drunk, I'm going to stop that right there. Okay. Even if they go to hit me, even if they go to do something, that's just who I am. If it's overt. So we have to take action in a way. Okay. We have to take action, and we have to be uncomfortable with the way it's going to make us feel when people stare at us like this. Or people say, well, we can't employ you. We're going to have to say, if you want to hire me or you want me to work for you, you're going to have to respect the HIPAA laws, and you're going to have to respect my right to live and ingest what I want for myself in my own best interest. Otherwise, you are a dictator. And it's not a law that I do this. And then if they say, and they will say, because I hear this so much, but it's a private company and we require this. You're going to have to get comfortable with saying you cannot force somebody to get a pap test or get information about their herpes or find out if they have HPV or digestive problems or eyesight issues, unless of course it's a driving company, that's a different issue. So you're going to have to get comfortable with saying you have no right to force me to ingest something. And then the next thing you're going to say, if you need to have your income, is I'm going to file a lawsuit against you for discrimination of my religious rights. And then they're going to say to you, we're not discriminating. What religion? You're not going to answer what religion because they can argue every religion. What you're going to say, and it's going to make you sound crazy, but they're the people that go to church. You're going to say, when God spoke to me, yeah, I hear you. I was told not to do this. So they're not going to be able to argue the fact of who spoke to you. People say all the time, that's what priests are, men of God, supposedly. Men of God who speak for God. So that is not an argument, okay? If you tell them I'm Catholic, they're going to say, show me in your religion where you can't do it. Really, though, you could say you're Christian Scientists because they don't do that kind of thing. So you could say that. You could. And I don't know what else doesn't do that. I guess you could say you're Mennonite. Is it Mennonites? The wagons, and they don't do all of that. You could say that. You could say those things. I know you did ask. I know, right. Exactly. Exactly. That's what you're going to say. You're going to say Amish. Thank you. Amish. Mennonites too. Amish. I mean, they seem similar. I don't mean to disrespect them because I don't really know their culture. But you could say any of that. And that's it. Just ask your Jehovah's Witness that, Jehovah's Witness. Thank you. That's another one. They can't even have cake. I can't be Jehovah's Witness. I can't celebrate a birthday and eat cake. I'm sorry. No, that doesn't work for me. Can't do it. So you're going to have to do that. You're going to get very comfortable, and people will look at you because basically they're stupid. They're stupid. Okay. And here's why they're stupid. They will eat Taco Bell. They will be overweight and obese. America has a huge obesity problem. They will be that. They will be smoking cigarettes, vaping, okay, swallowing pain meds, on blood pressure medicine, okay, because they eat cheese pizza every night. They will be getting insulin shots. They will be doing all of that shit night and day, all right? And then imposing restrictions. You love Taco Bell. Well, it's okay. I told you, we had a friend that, well, the kids did, whose parents owned a Taco Bell, and they inject that meat. They blow it up. Like, okay. Anyway, you will be, well, Chinese food, I always get the, when I have Chinese food, I eat the, Keith and I used to eat the steamed chicken and vegetables and have a little bit of orange chicken. That sounds good. I should go get that. Not from Panda Express, although their food's good. I can't go there. Okay, so you're going to have to start speaking like that. Orange chicken with ginger and onions. Yeah. You're going to have to start speaking like that for yourself so that you get comfortable with the pushback, because the problem is people don't want to experience people yelling at them. Now, I'm lucky because I come from a family that screamed in my face and called me all kinds of names and basically made me want to jump off the roof. So I've been prepared for it. There's nothing you can really call me that's going to make me jump off the roof. Okay. So you guys that come from other kinds of families are going to have to learn how to be uncomfortable with what you're saying at the reaction of other people. You're going to have to say, I disagree with that. When they say it's the government says, you're going to have to express yourself. I don't care what they say. You're going to have to say, you know, this is what I'm going to do this week. Okay. This is my thing this week. I am going to call Walmart on my little adventure or walk into Walmart because there's a sign on the Walmart door that says, if you have, look at this, I forgot to wash my hair again. If you have a medical exemption, but it doesn't say what, if you're age 2 and under, or you have a medical exemption, you don't have to be face covered, right? So I want to know exactly what they mean by that, because it says it on their door. So I really want to understand, what do I need to provide? Because if they ask me to provide something, that goes against a HIPAA law, right? So that's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to phone all these major stores, Ralph's, all of them, and I'm going to start asking them. Okay. I have heard of asthma. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's a breathing issue. Exactly. So babies can't get it? No, that's correct. Please, if you're sitting out, okay, so I went out this weekend and had a coffee. Anyway, sitting on the street, are you telling me when I'm walking by people sitting on the fucking street, they have no coverings on because they're drinking their coffee, eating their whatever, and they're not wearing anything. But in order to walk past them without a face covering on and go into the store, as I cross that metal thing, I got to put that on, and that's going to stop exactly what is that going to stop? What is that going to stop? It's not going to stop anything. Okay. And I don't have to do anything outside. Okay. I wish I never got it. Okay. Well, I mean, 97 point something, 98% of people recover. People get all kinds of things. You are not entitled to live to be 100 or to live your whole life without getting something. The fact that they're making people afraid of getting something is fucking ridiculous. Y'all are on Tinder and y'all are picking up strangers and fucking them. Does anybody worry about STDs in the middle of the night? Are you worried about that? Are you sharing your joints with people? Are you vaping with somebody? Are you at a vape lounge? Are you at a vape lounge? Okay. Are you doing that? No, you're not, or yes, you are. And if yes, you are, you're not worried about your freaking health. If you're overweight, you don't care about your health. Stop being a baby. Live life. Eat your pizza and go braless, face braless, right? Do that. So these people they're lying, they're cowardly over what? People who smoke cigarettes, you people don't care. You're going to lose your lungs and have a heart attack and have high blood pressure. I don't see you running around scared. I see you going to buy other cigarettes. Why? Okay, here I go. Why was Costco open? Why were every fast food joint open, causing God knows what to your body? Okay. Why were liquor stores open? Why were weed shops open? Why? But yet my local restaurant that I go to, well, they stayed open anyway, and I went there anyhow, and I walked in anyway. And they grill my vegetables and grill my chicken and have my salad and my purple onions and my salmon, right? So I'm eating that, but then I'm considered a health risk, a health risk. There's nothing wrong with me, by the way. When you're sick, oh yeah, termination clinics were open. I can't say that word on here. But when I was sick, I mean, when I was healthy, y'all were telling me I was sick. So, and when you're wearing this, I got screamed at by actually a lot of men. One guy, Vanessa and I were running down from the top of the mountain, and this guy goes, "Stop," in our face. And we're just like, dude, we can't. Like, even if we could, the trail's like this narrow. You need to stay at home because you're a pussy ass bitch. That's what you need. You need to stay at home, right? So anyway, we have to get used to asking these questions. So we need to start asking our grocery stores, when are you going to remove this from us going in there? It's absurd. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. Anyway, just for those, and I'm not particularly educated and I don't particularly care to be, but explain to me how a biochemical warfare weapon known as Crotch 19 escapes a lab, and you think a medical prick is going to help you cure the biochemical warfare. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Doesn't make sense. I'm not very bright, but it doesn't make sense. Then I want you guys to go, it didn't, Sloan, it was made for humans. Okay, whatever it was made for, it's still a biochemical warfare. However, look at the statistics, read the statistics. How to Lie with Statistics, Little Sweater Boy's book recommendation. How to Lie with Statistics. Here's what I could tell you statistically, and I definitely failed math, okay? Here's what I could tell you. I could tell you I'm running a medicine, and statistically 4 out of 5 of my patients did better on this medicine. I might have only had 5 patients. You need to actually look up the backstory of the statistics. They lie all the time. They lie. I know they lie all the time. So do that. Yeah, read that book, but they lie. I could say 1 in 4 women, but I only interviewed 100 women. So that's not very many women. I could say whatever. Anyway, people won't wake up. And certainly this must be a karmic thing on some level, not getting the prick. I choose which prick goes into my body. Just saying. So for all the people yelling at me, it's my body, my choice. That goes for pricks. Just saying. Right? Isn't that right? Right. Well, that's what they say. Okay. Oh, wait. Yes. Hail lobster. Okay. I don't even know what you mean by that, but okay. Thank you all for the soup. Why do you think autism is so prevalent now? Yeah. Well, random question is, why do I think it? Okay. So when I was a kid, my mom grew food outside, okay, and we ate it in the summer in Canada. She grew tomatoes and always radishes for me because I was a radish crazy person. Onions, rhubarb. I'm not a fan of rhubarb. It needs way too much sugar and it just becomes sugar. But anyway, rhubarb, these things we grew all summer. Corn, you know, we ate. Just our little garden with our little selves, right? So they want to mass produce things because if you get very good food, then it goes rotten pretty quick. That's just the natural process of it, right? So then they could charge more money for food because the Food and Drug Administration says you need 4 or 5 servings of blueberries for your kids or fruit. So you have 4 kids. You go to the supermarket. A thing that is literally this big, this size, is $8, and you got to buy 5 of them to get the amount of food for your kids. So then they started making things really, really dominant, okay, steroiding them, pesticiding them, injecting them, and as such, they could grow more food, they could charge for it. And as I've said, in the quote, poorer neighborhoods or ethnic neighborhoods, they put up more drugstores for pharmaceuticals, more liquor stores to get you drunk and high, to keep you down. You will not see a liquor store on every corner in Beverly Hills. You will not see it. You come out or go to South Central, you're going to see it on every single corner. You're going to see the weed shops. You're going to see it where I live. There's thousands of weed shops. Everybody's a freaking weed shop. Also, be very wary of weed shops. Where are you buying your weed? Where is it being harvested from? What is being sprayed on it? Because I heard, and I don't even smoke the shit, and I don't even care if you smoke it or don't smoke it, but I heard that they're spraying the same weed killer that they spray, known as Roundup, known as it comes from, oh, I got to write it down because, well, anyway, MON, I've got to find a piece of paper to write it down. MON, SANTO, that company. Yeah, thank you. And guess who owns that company? Oh, fentanyl is on the weed. That explains a fucking lot, actually. Bunch of dumbasses. Anyhow, so that company, MON, SANTO, is run by Mickey Mouse Corporation. Does that surprise us? The mouse has his hand in all of that. That's right. Corporate headquarters is Mouseville. That's right. So when you look, yes, and yes. So these fucking people, are telling us that, oh, our kids are defective. They're autistic. Our kids are, there are some autistic people for real. There really are. But they're autistic because, you know, you're too old. And they love to blame women. You're too old to have kids. What about a man's sperm? What about when he's 70? Right? What's his name on The Odd Couple was like 75 when he had kids with that 25-year-old? I don't know about that. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Watch, oh my God. Wait, OMG, GMO on Netflix. Exactly. That's all a corporate thing. Now, I also wanted to talk about this. I had a conversation with somebody earlier tonight. I'm not going to name the person, random person, younger person, talking to this younger person, probably around the age of my kids. Anyway, former client, talking to her, and there's a huge problem with our society, besides the Kardashians' asses, with the steroids that these young kids are taking in high school to get on the football team, to grow taller, to lift more weights, to look super cute like The Rock or Arnold or whoever. Okay, they do look super cute, but do you know the damage it's doing? They are losing, and I'm just going to say this. Why do you want to look so fucking cute with a hot body, a rocking, pimped out body, muscles, gorgeous, beautiful, and your dick doesn't work? Right? What the actual fuck? Because it doesn't matter. No chick, they're not going to like you. You can be as gorgeous as you want. But if that ain't working, what woman is going to actually stay with you? They're not. I mean, unless it's a lesbian and you can have her wife in there. But then you can't get in on that action either. Because why? Because you started taking steroids when you were 15. Okay? 15. Seriously. Now, here's the other problem. Oh my God, Ashley. Thank you, honey. Thank you guys all for the super chats. Every single one of you. I so appreciate it. Look at the a lot of vibrating. Exactly. Got my friends. You know, I got all my friends. I'm not going to talk about it tonight, but you know, I got them. Anyway, when you look at it, these kids on drugs, they are going to college parties and they are drinking so they can't perform. They are taking fentanyl and they can't perform. They're doing too much cocaine and they can't perform. We should have a vibrator party through Zoom. But how do we get the vibrators? Like the last party I did I told you, it was my friend Barb's birthday and we did the sex toy party. But then the sex toy lady showed up at the party and showed us how to use everything. She's like, you could do this with this and this with this. And I'm like, okay, I'll have 10. And then they were stolen. That's a whole other story that I've already said 5,000 times, when the people broke into our house and stole my vibrator collection. Yeah, I'll find you. I will hunt you down. I will find you. Okay, so these kids are doing all of these drugs. So when you look at a little sweater boys complex Georgia Guidestones, concept of eugenics, you are looking you are looking at a way to depopulate people by giving them steroids. Okay, you can depopulate because they're shooting blanks and they're not making babies, but they want to look good. But even when you get older, your kidneys and livers are wrecked. The reason Arnold and Stallone and whoever the hell else is on these, I can only go from certain people, they have access to money. They have access, they have access to getting kidney dialysis and valve replacements and doctors. You don't. Your kids don't. Well, they're shooting blanks. Well, I mean, that's what they're doing, right? Oh, God. Sorry, not my wording. Ew, gross, Sloan, shut up. Anyway, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And these people, these kids, look at these influencers or actors, and they're like, I want to look like Arnold. Okay, Arnold, I guess, looked okay. To me, he didn't actually, though. He looked like Baby Huey from the cartoons. I just wanted him to have like a bow tie and like a diaper on or something. I don't know. But Arnold certainly doesn't look better than a lot of men I see who are his age. He really doesn't. So you're going to look like that anyway one day. You can keep healthy. But if you're going to look good and you can't have sex with somebody you love and create a family, I don't get, John Claude Van Damme. I have a story about him too. And his first wife and a neighbor of theirs who happened to be in our family. But anyway, I'm not telling that story out loud now because it's not my story. But I do have a story about that. Okay, so even him, what does he look like now? What does he really look like now, really? So we don't know. We don't know what happens. Number one, look what they're doing to women. They're putting fillers in our faces. Okay, I do not do fillers. This should be obvious to you guys. But they are putting them and convincing young women who are under the age of 50 to do this. They are doing this when they are 20 and 30. So if you're putting that here and it's free, something keeps moving out there. Anyway, if you're putting it in there and it keeps freezing your muscles, do you get the use of your atrophied muscles? You got to look up atrophied. So when you are atrophied, it is somebody who's had a cast on their arm for a year. Their muscle recovers differently. So in 40 years of Botoxing and the way that your muscles work, how do they work? Really, how does that happen? Do your muscles just pop back in your face? I like my expressions, okay? Because you can see my pelvis is crooked. Okay, why? Why is your pelvis crooked? You mean you have a tilted uterus? Because that can happen when I got a tilted uterus after Jason. So then when Keithy came out, they had to pull the cervix down with their finger to help the little head come out. Because it was tilted. So when the baby tries to come out, it's hitting the wall because it's tilted up the wrong way. So you have to help the baby out like that with a finger. Okay, just told you that. So the fillers, the fillers in the face, the Botox. So the Botox atrophies your muscles, stops your muscles from working. When you have a cast on for a long time, your muscles stop working. So this muscle's big and this muscle, poor Mickey Rourke, but Mickey Rourke broke his face boxing. He's a boxer. So he obviously trusted his plastic surgeon, who should be punched out, really, quite frankly. Mickey Rourke was beautiful. He is quirky and he is a strange-o, okay? He's a strange-o, but he was beautiful. And unfortunately, you can't really mimic God's work on the face. So it didn't work. But I think his bones were broken. So that's like being in a car accident and trying to get your face back. I am all for, like, if you want to cut skin or pull skin up, I'm all for that because it's not filling it out and It's not like if you lose 100 pounds and you have to cut skin off, what's the problem with that? Like cut it off. Meaning so you don't carry it around. I can actually see that. That makes sense to me. Facelift makes sense to me without fillers and stuff like that. Okay, that makes sense to me. But yeah, make your workers really good looking. But when you're putting this in your face and these fillers and they move on your face. So I heard just somebody, when you put them under here, because like if you look in the light, you can kind of see circles. All people get circles. Some people have discoloration. Some people get hollow eyes. You know the whole story, the whole drill. That means we've lived a life, all right? We've lived a life, we live whatever. If you sleep and drink water, you might not have it as bad, but you're still genetically going to age like your family. So whatever your dad looked like, you're going to look like, or your mom looked like, you're going to look like them. Or your mom and dad together and your sister, you're going to look like them. But the filler moves. So where is it going exactly? I'm going to tell you another story that was horrifying to me. Had a friend once that put fat in her face, okay? Different age group than me, put fat in her face. Fine, plump your face up with your own fat. Seems like a good idea, right? In theory. But let's not forget, fat goes wherever it wants to on your body because it's natural to your body, right? So the fat moves. If it wants to hang out in your arms, it's going to do that. If it wants to hang out in your face, it'll do that. When it gets sick of your face, it might go down the back of your neck. It might go to your ass. It might go to your stomach. Fat goes where it wants, okay? So after her fat, whatever she did, whatever you want to call it, the fat migrated and it kind of went down here into the neck area, making this swollen. So let's just look at your throat. So here's your throat, right? So your throat, your throat looks like whatever. Okay, just say this pencil. It's thicker than this pencil, but this is your throat. So if you go down the middle where this thing is, right? That's your throat. So the fat's up here and it's filling this out and that's great. But suddenly it moves down here. Fat squishes. So now it's on your neck and it's squishing. Right? Fat gets like that. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it squishes. The most dangerous plastic surgery is those butt injections. BBL, whatever that, something butt lift. Whatever. They take the fat from everywhere and they put it into your butt. Do you know why it's so dangerous? Because it's the biggest muscle in your body and the most veins live there. They are injecting into your butt, but they can't see where they're injecting into. If they hit the vein, this is what one plastic surgeon told me. If they hit the vein, right? If they hit the vein, it's not that the fat goes in the wrong area and you have an ugly butt. It's that the fat travels through the vein like fat through your arteries, as in fat people with high cholesterol, with their arteries are being squished and it hits the heart and it blocks the heart. If you put, I don't know, however much fat in your ass, whatever that fat is, and it goes in wrong during the surgery, there you go, whatever you just said, sciatica nerve, thank you. And it hits it, and then it hits your heart. It's like a 400-pound person having a heart attack because they're suffocating from the fat that's killing them. Don't do it. Fat embolism, thank you. I was looking for the word, but that's, they were trying to describe it to me, and I'm like, wait, what? Everything else, I guess, is probably still in surgery. You're going to risk life and death. You could die, but not like that. It does look weird, right? Filler is high. Well, some filler is, not all filler is. Scapula is not. It stays where it is in your face and you can't get it out of your face. So not everything is as they present it to be anyway. Not everything is the way that they say it is or should be or whatever. It's not. So you can say one thing, but do you really know? Do they have the history on Botox for 40, 50 years, what it does to a 25-year-old's face when she reaches 40 and how that makes her face muscles move? Because basically, gravity's going to get you. Your muscles hold shit up. Like, that's why people exercise, right? So you did it and it went well. Good. Well, you're alive, so it's good. But I'm just saying you shouldn't need to do these shit to yourself. And you don't need to be a oh God, I'm so itchy. You don't need to be a Kardashian with it. But what I'm saying is we don't know really what it does. Back in the day, before they had breast implants, and I'm talking 70s, this I don't know personally, I know of, as I mentioned before, I mentioned a porn star that had some of the biggest boobs. That's what she was known for. They just injected the silicone into your body. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you just did. I love my Keithy. You just injected silicone into the body. There were no bags. They just took a needle and stuck silicone into your boobs. So it migrated. That's the point. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying squats. I've done squats for years and my butt and run uphill. My butt is still the way that my butt is. Still. Can't get it any bigger. Can't get it any smaller. My legs used to be more toned. That's an age thing. But anyway, really, when what? What year? Yeah, well, no, it was in the 70s. They used to inject silicone into the body. They did not have implants yet. They used to put silicone directly into the breasts. And it was a stripper out of San Francisco at the time. I was a child. I didn't find out about it till I was older. Yeah, Jenna Jameson. I have no problem with Jenna Jameson anyway. Yeah, before implants. They didn't make implants. Then they made implants. Okay? Breast implants I'm talking about. Before breast implants, if you wanted big boobs, they stuck the silicone solution, whatever, in your boob. Yeah, I don't know what, Lisa Marie's mom, Priscilla, kind of screwed her face up. She was real attractive. Gross. I feel, yeah, it would be gross. But I'm saying this is what they sold women. We have to understand that everything in our society is designed to rip families apart, to stop people from enjoying their life the way they should, to feel inadequate by their God-given appearance. We all do. Not one of us feels good about the way we look if we watch TV and turn on the social media, because all of us are wrong. Okay? Meg Ryan being the cutest little thing on the planet and then doing whatever she did. Lisa Rinna, you know, with her lips. Like, I mean, beautiful woman. No need. So, yeah. Oh, they implanted sponges too. Okay, where were the sponges going? You're creeping me out now. I don't know. Every scar. Yeah, exactly. Everything. Exactly. So we all fall victim to it, but I feel really sorry for kids, because kids are never going to feel comfortable in this society. And they are taking men in high school. I know this from when my kids were in high school, and they are making them want to be on the football team, which half of them are, more than half, nobody's ever going to play professionally. A few. I think Keith had a kid in his class that played, and then Jimmy had a kid in his class that played, and that's about it. And one played for the Rams, and I forget where Keith's friends played. But most kids aren't going to be the stature with which to do it. But they have these kids on steroids in high school, right? They have the kids in steroids. It's a problem. And what do you think the steroids are doing to 16-year-old bodies by the time they hit 30? Are they going to be able to do what they do as men and be dating and all of that? Yeah, Van Damme was a sex addict too. Just saying. Okay, Cher had breast injections. Wait, I missed that. Cher did. Anyway, that's my preach for tonight. Yeah. The last thing we need is teenagers on steroids. Think about what kind of yelling will go on in that house, right? Yeah, the sports are terrible. The head injuries, the steroids, the dementia from it, all of that. And when you ask about autism, look at the preservatives. The preservatives. When you go to eat a lean cuisine in the store and you look at what's in that, even if it says organic, how can you eat that? You can't eat that. No. Okay. All right, you guys, I got to sit up. I got to stretch, and then I will go eat some salmon. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. All right, y'all. I'm going. I just came on because tomorrow night I can't remember what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. I can't remember. See, I got to write it down because I've now lost my memory. Baby formula too. You should do what you want with your baby, but breastfeeding, and then make organic food if you can. Sushi, just a sushi. I don't know about the sushi. Sometimes it's scary. The sushi's scary for me because they mention worms and then I hear sushi and worms. And then I'm like, oh no. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I just think about it while I'm eating it. Doesn't mean I won't eat it. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for every single thing that you did. I'm looking to see if I can see the time. Look, I'm like, wait, where's the time? I don't know. I think I've been on 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, right there. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. And I know you guys are so California rolls. Or trolls. Rolls. I will eat some California rolls. Okay, you guys, peace out. And remember, if you want to shake your life up, Moldavite. That's right. Okay, peace out, y'all. I will talk to you soon.